What's up, everybody? Welcome to Thursday's Rundown. You're probably wondering why I'm hosting this, and there's only two people on this board. It's just me and my guy, Kurt. Well, bad news. Our guy, Spread, finally got caught. His serial killing days are over. We're going to have to find some winners tonight. We got to bail him out by tomorrow because we got two shows tomorrow. We got Talking Touchdowns, and we got a big NBA rundown. So we got to find winners in these 4 games, Kurt, because we got to get our guy out of jail. So how you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's a busy day for sports. We got a lot going on here. I kind of thought the Thursday night games were gone until the Saturday slates. So you just told me there's a game tonight. So I'm pretty excited. I like the pricing for a DFS perspective. Haven't had a chance to look at any of the props and stuff yet, but decent little 4-gamer. I feel like most of these Thursdays we've had like 1 or 2 games. So it's nice to actually get something worth a shit. And these short slates can be fun. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, definitely 4-game slate. Did you watch any of the games last night?
I did not. I was watching.
I caught a little bit of the Raptors game where the Kings pulled away. They beat us on that one. But that Knicks total we had on the over, I think at third quarter, every time I was doing something at work, I had the game plan on the radio. They're just up and down the floor. They're like, there's a 3-pointer. There's a 3-pointer with a foul. There's another and one. I was like, this over is going to cash nice and easy. So we got that one home. But
so I actually watched. I watched every single second of Florida and Ohio last night. And then I had the DePaul game on too. So I watched every second of Fort Ohio. It was like a 40-point game. But I was just like, I'm not changing it. The remote was over here. I'm like, I'm watching this ass.
I'm locked in. I'm just
I'm like, let's go, baby.
Cool. We'll jump into these 4 games. First game of the night, we'll do the Milwaukee-Memphis game. Memphis is favored by 2 at home. 227's the total. Looking at the injury report, it looks like Ja is going to be back. It looks like Steven Adams is going to be back. And the only key guy out is going to be Drew Holiday. As from a betting standpoint, for me, I'm probably going to take a shot on Milwaukee here. I can just see Giannis eating them up. They have multiple big men they can come at Memphis with, and they still have guys that can slow Ja down. And Ja does better when he can get to the paint. Against this team with Giannis and the guy who's favored to be Defensive Player of the Year here in Brook Lopez, I think they can win this game pretty easily. Give me Milwaukee. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm with you. So I know it sucked to have Holiday out, but I really do think that. And from a DFS perspective, I don't think this will be one of those vintage like Middleton without Holiday kind of games, but like I think this will be the first game that we kind of start seeing the vintage Middleton. And I kind of agree with you. I think Giannis can stick a dick on the slate, but I really do think that we'll see like vintage Middleton here, and I think that will be the key today. And they're just going to be too much. I wish we had the narrative without Ja, because then we could Ja being out and we could play. Hey, Memphis plays better without him. Let's play him.
Yep.
But so I think I'm with you. Give me Milwaukee. What do you think about other stuff here, props and shit?
Yeah, looking at the props, definitely like some Giannis props. And it's like if I'm going to bet some Ja props, I'm probably going to go through on his assists. That number is sitting right now at, let me get that loaded up, 7.5. I think he does more facilitating than shooting tonight. So I definitely like his assists more. And then maybe even take a shot on a double-double because you're going to get nice odds on that. We got a comment from our guy, Uncle T, in the chat, though. Kurt, what do you think about this one? He's saying you need to go back to the gym. He said you look a little small.
Oh shit! I just now did like an hour and a half of just triceps. So, damn, I might have to go back tonight and double up, get some buys. I was gonna wait till tomorrow, but
look at this. Have to get back in there, Kurt.
Shit, keep my weight up. I ain't got nothing else to do. Fuck it.
Yep. But let's see. Let's jump into this next game.
I'm actually impressed that you knew how to pop up the comments. I would.
I played with this little thing a little bit yesterday while Spread gave me the logins before he went to jail, of course, but. We called him up on the phone. We got our directions on here, but we'll jump into that second game because you had nothing on the total in that Milwaukee game, did you? I really didn't have anything on that.
Well, actually, I kind of want to know what's Ja's threes. What's his 3 prop?
Ja's threes. Let's get those pulled back up. My guess is going to be right around 1.5. The juice is going to be the question here.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about.
Let's see. 1.5 plus 104. So you're actually getting plus money on that. I like.
Okay, so he just now shot 0 of 7 last game. I mean, everyone knows Ja's not like going to light it up from deep, but like with Milwaukee, the system is like pack the paint. That's going to frustrate the hell out of Ja. I think we'll see like 10 3-point attempts here. Maybe he can get 2 to go in after shooting 0 of 7 last night. I love the plus 104. So I actually give me that just because the kind of scheme that Milwaukee plays, pack the damn paint, don't let anyone penetrate. That's literally Ja's entire game. If he can just get like that, if he can just get one of his first 3 to go in, I would love that to cash. I think he's gonna be forced to shoot a lot of them.
Yeah, I love that call. I'd even do the threes and the assist in the little same game parlay because I think those are the 2 things he does.
I like that. Yeah, I like the assist call.
Yep, but here, nothing on the total for you in that game. I'm pretty much staying away. I think it's pretty much.
It's pretty high, so I'm good on it.
Here, we'll jump into the Miami Heat game. They were able to sneak past the Thunder last night by 2. They screwed us by half a point. We had a -2.5. Now they go travel to Houston where they're only -3.5 with a total of 218. Let's look at this injury report, though, because that spread seems a bit short. Let's see. We got Bam doubtful, Kyle Lowry questionable, Jimmy probable, Gabe Vincent questionable, Victor Oladipo doubtful. So, I mean, you could be missing some key guys here, but it's Houston. They've won a couple games. They don't play much defense. A 218 total in a Houston game. I don't think I'm going to mess around with the side here. Just give me the over here, Kurt. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you. Because with all these injuries, we don't know what's going to happen yet. It feels safe to say Miami and then have those guys rolled in and stuff. But like, I wouldn't want to touch it yet. By the time I would be ready to touch it, it'd probably already be the wrong line, anyways. But yeah, I'm just with you. Give me the over. And then, man, these Houston guys are priced to play in DFS, whether like some of the good defenders are in or out. It doesn't matter. I think they're priced to play. All three of the big three for them: KPJ, Sengun, Jalen Green, all in play here. I think you can pick your poison. I wouldn't be surprised in the night. You're going to see maybe one, maybe even two of these guys in the optimal. So yeah, shoot there. And then you also got some like value here you can target. Tari Easton, last time I talked about him on the show, I'm pretty sure he did well.
He's looked great in the last couple games I've seen him play.
Yeah, he's a stud, man. Gordon's trash, but like if he makes 3 threes, he's 4K. It's a 4-game slate. You guys had to keep that in the back of your mind. Like there's some guys. Oh yeah, kind of like Connaughton. Connaughton's another guy who likes to melt short slates. He is a trash can walking, but man, he is melted.
Then when he fire from 3, it's like, oh, there goes 30 DK points, and now you need them.
So keep that in mind. Like some of these guys, it just seems I don't know, they just melt short slates. These guys who have high ceilings that are usually trash cans. KJ Martin too, 3,600. I've been impressed with him. But some of these like the ancillary pieces for this Houston team has really impressed me. KJ Martin's another one of those guys. You don't need him and Easton Gordon, just one of the guys. I actually kind of think I prefer Martin. But yeah, a lot of Houston guys price to play. Make sure you keep an eye on him.
I seen they were talking on Twitter. A lot of people were petitioning to get that KJ Martin guy into the starting lineup, which he did look good in the time when he would get minutes. But wasn't he also the guy that demanded a trade at the beginning of the season and wanted out of Houston?
I'm not sure. Was that really him? I mean,
I think it was. I
don't know if he holds that kind of power. Like,
yeah,
you might not get a job. He's good. I like him.
That was the big thing when he demanded the trade. They were like, "Who are you to demand a trade? Like, you're a 1-year guy. You were playing your role basically, and then you just come and you're like, I want a bigger role. I want out." Another talking point in this game I wanted to bring up to you. We brought this up on Tuesday with Mango, and I want to hear your opinion on this. Anthony Edwards versus Jalen Green. How much better is Anthony Edwards than Jalen Green? I don't think it's all that much. Travis
right now it's a lot, but I think long term.
Like what does he do so much better than him right now? Because they both score the hell out of the ball. Neither guy really plays defense.
I think it's just inconsistent night in and night out.
Yeah.
Because, Anthony Edwards was the same way. He was the same way, but you kind of see it.
That rookie year, it'd be like, here's 50 and then here's 12.
Yeah, so that's just what it's just the inconsistency. I think he'll be just like Ant. He'll just shake it. And then I feel like Ant brings it every single night now. I mean, obviously he's always played hard, but like he's like performing almost every single night besides the absolute nut worst shooting nights, which is a lot more rare than they used to be. But yeah, I think that's just the inconsistency. I think it'll level off. And I think in the long run, Jalen Green will be a very consistent player.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be not one of
a lot more consistent than KPJ.
At one point in the league, one point when he's in the league, he's gonna be a top 5 player in my eyes. I think he gets there. But I like one prop I like for him tonight, and it's been cashing for us a lot. His points plus rebounds plus assists at 30.5. If these guys sit for Miami, there's really nobody that can guard him. He could easily score 30 points alone, and where the rebounds and assists, you don't even need them. But if he gives you 25, a couple rebounds and assists, that's going to cash for. So I love that prop here, the over 30.5 on his PRA.
I always love like PRAs like that because it's like these guys are scorers and they could, and they're not, he's a little bit scoring dependent, but he does other stuff. Like he's very active, not as active as like some of these guys who get triple doubles, but he's very active and he's a guy who can get there from the points alone. Like he could drop 30 and it's like, oh, okay, well, I got like 2 rebounds on there.
The other prop I like too, Jabari Smith over 2.5 threes. You're getting that at plus money. The kid had a little cold stretch throughout the year, but he's rebounded, and he's one of the best shooters on their team. He's going to shoot 5 to 6 threes. If he can give us 3 of them at plus money, I'll definitely love that prop.
Man, in college, when I would roster him in DFS, I would have some games where he would go like 4 of like 23 from the field. And
Yeah,
it's
and then
just
other games he couldn't miss.
other games is crazy. He would shoot like 80%. And I had him both nights. So, I mean, I was happy. I literally rostered him every single freaking slate, I think. But yeah, I like that. I feel like it. Plus, it's just one of those things where if it was like even odds, I don't know if I'd love it. But the fact that they're giving you plus money on it, and he's going to shoot that many times.
You got to take the shot on it.
Yeah,
and looking at some of these performance doubles, just because I think there is the spot where maybe Houston does beat up on a Miami team. It's going to sit some guys. They're on a back-to-back. They played a couple games this week. Jalen Green to score 25 points in Houston win plus 440. Him to drop 30 and they win 11-1. I mean, those might be worth a sprinkle here if you think they can pull off this game. He's probably matched up with Tyler Hero too, who doesn't play defense. Like he could easily get hot here and just light this team up. Yeah,
if you get the news that like if the news breaks perfect too, like those odds, I feel like you're getting 11-1. But if, let's say Butler and Bam both get ruled out, like Oladipo, like everyone's ruled out who's on the injury report. I feel like those odds should be cut in half and almost go to like 8-1. So you're really getting kind of doing that and hoping the news breaks right for you. But and it can also still hit if everyone plays too.
Yeah, love those performance doubles, but favorite play in that game for me is going to be that total. Anything else for you in that one?
I said talk about the cheap Houston guys.
What do we do if how many Miami guys are too many if say Bam, Butler, and these guys sit?
Oh, I think you can just go on full on game stack.
Like you're just game stacking it?
Yeah, I mean like Martin, Strus, like Hero. I mean, you can play.
Your guy Dedmon might be a play here.
Oh boy, Dusty Dedmon, baby.
Who plays the big for them? Unless they go small and put Jimmy in at the big, but I think he's a bit small to guard Sengun, so they're gonna have to play Dedmon. I don't think Yurtsev's healthy yet, so it's got to be him.
I thought he got passed. I thought they were playing like Highsmith at the 5 some and shit.
They could do that too. Yeah, Highsmith could see some 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's how I take that. I mean, I don't want to go over all the what ifs for like Miami right now. We'll discuss that in the Discord and stuff like that, but it'll definitely be available to you all if you're in the Discord in the chat.
Gotcha. We'll jump into that next game. We got the Pelicans visiting the Jazz. They just played this matchup a few days ago. The spread, I believe, was -2 to the Pelicans. Now we're seeing -1 to the Pelicans. They lost that game by about 20 to the Jazz also. In Utah again, total 232. I'm probably just going to get right back on the Pelicans. I know they had a couple games where they beat Phoenix. That was a little bit of a letdown spot versus Utah off the big wins. I think they look at that loss and they want to get that one back here. I think they come in and they pound this Jazz team. And they had that game close up until late in that game. And the Jazz just ran away with it. It's almost like they gave up and just called it in, let them take the game away, and they just ran the score up. So give me the Pelicans in a pick 'em here. I think they come out. I think they dominate them in the paint. And I think they win this game pretty easy. What are your thoughts, Kurt?
Man, I really wish it wasn't a pick 'em, but it's making it really tough just to not take the Pelicans, especially with Zion's mentality this year, man. I feel like he's taking no prisoners, and I feel like he's going to be hungry to get this one back. God, I wish they were just throwing me some points with Utah. I'd love to take it with like Alvarado. He's a pit bull, man. He definitely has a say on like their wins over replacement or whatever the fuck that stat is. The guy is just a winner. He makes winning plays just like Marcus Smart does, same old. But if it's a pick 'em, Jesus, just give me the Pelicans and just let Zion do whatever he wants.
Yep. I think it's in one of them spots where like when we would like how we were getting Phoenix last year, when you'd get them in these spots, you just have to bet them. Like,
yeah,
they're holding the best record in the league for a reason. You get them in a pick 'em, you don't overthink it and just bet them. I think if you lose, you lose.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It's just too good of a spot.
How far do you think this team could advance in the end, fully healthy? They were
we liked them earlier in the year.
Yeah, I was about to say they were my preseason pick to win it all. I think they can put together like that 1 year. Yeah, I think 1 year full of Zion, they could just lightning in a bottle and win it all.
They could take the Warriors to 7 if they're fully healthy. I think they could take the Warriors to 7.
I don't think the Warriors are the big bad wolf anymore.
Who do you like out west?
I think it's the Pelicans.
I think
when you Warriors look around, it's like you want to say Phoenix, but Phoenix looks like they're going to start to fall off too. Golden State's looking like they're getting old. It's like you look around, it's like, do we trust the Los Angeles teams? Not really. There's just this young team in New Orleans waiting to be number one.
Do you remember what the Warriors said coming into the season, though? Like, they said they don't give a fuck about the regular season. I think they're kind of playing possum a little bit.
But did you see what happened to Steph last night?
No.
He reached in for the ball as they were going up for a layup, and all of a sudden he's running off the floor.
Oh yeah, I saw the. Yeah. I got the notification for that, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yep, and then we got our guy Big T in the chat. He says the Warriors to 7 in the EuroLeague.
Fuck you. What's funny is I'm checking like the scores, or I'm checking the play-by-play for one of the games beside here, and I got to do my starters here in a second. So I got EuroLeague on my mind still. Can't lie.
I think it's them though. I think it's definitely Big T's taking the Nuggets, of course. That Nuggets team ain't doing nothing.
Oh, I'd love that. They're my West Coast team. I would love to see that. Let me put my computer up real quick.
I got you.
But man, how fun would a Pelicans Nuggets Western Conference Final be?
I mean, it would be all right. I think
be all right. That would be the nut. Who do you want?
The Pelicans just kind of take it to them.
God, you're just
I know I'm getting hate for this, but I don't think that Denver team has improved in the last 5 years. They do the same thing over and over and over again.
Stroking the Pelicans, baby. I mean, I like this team too, but shit. I mean, I would like to see them match up. I wouldn't mind seeing the Nuggets or either, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I just want somebody new. Keep the Warriors out of there. Let's not have the Lakers have a big resurgence. Maybe the Clippers finally put it together, but I'm going to ride that Pelicans train in New Orleans. I think they're doing it this year.
That's another thing out west. Like Kawhi's
looked a lot better these last couple games. I will say that.
And
anything else in that game, though, you want to talk about? Any props? I didn't really have any in that game yet.
Let me see here. The big men for the Pelicans, Nance and Joval definitely in play. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be surprised if they're on the winner. I kind of like Nance more for the savings. There was one.
How do you feel about an Olynyk under on his PRA? That guy's gonna be so overmatched.
Yeah, I like that. God, there was
ridiculous.
Especially with Markkanen back, I just feel like he just goes into straight beta mode. He was even baiting when Markkanen was out.
Yep. And
Dyson Daniels with Alvarado out, he's already got us all. I mean, his minutes are just solidified. I kind of thought they were already, but we might see a bump in those minutes. 3,700, another good value. Should see Devontae Graham come in the rotation. He's cheap as shit. Definitely take a stab on him. Now, he's the most wild card. We don't know if the minutes are going to be like 10, 25. No idea. But 3K, willing to take that shot in GPP.
I think the coach knows what his minutes are going to be because I think his minutes all depend on if those threes fall when he first goes in the game.
Exactly. So in that case, Daniels is a much more safer. I would probably prefer him just for being cautious. Oh, God, there was one more thing I wanted to mention about this game. Oh, Alexander Walker, too. It's a revenge game. He just now had it last game and did well. 4,900. I don't think the ownership's coming in that crazy. The guy's just hitting his shots right now, man. Yeah, the shots are just falling right now, and Sexton's still out. Conley's a dust ball, won't close.
Yeah, I like that. Let's look at some of these performance doubles with this being a 1-point spread. I mean, some of these performance doubles odds are going to be ridiculous. Like CJ to score 20 points in this matchup and win, plus 250. Zion to go grab us a double-double and win, plus 400. CJ to hit 4 threes in this matchup and win, plus 700. So, there's different ways you can approach this game. If you love one player here and you think they smash them, you can come in on one of these performance doubles and get a great price on it rather than laying that 1 point. But in a pick'em, if you don't feel comfortable with the player, just take the money line. The Pelicans are going to win this game in my eyes. But let's jump into, I believe, what is this going to be, our last game? Yep, our last game. Suns versus Clippers. Pretty good matchup, but I don't think we're getting any Devin Booker here. Well, he's questionable. Ayton's questionable. Zubac is questionable. Leonard's doubtful. He ain't playing. It's a back-to-back. Norman Powell's still out. John Wall's probable. No campaign. I mean, how do we not take the Clippers here? I don't think this Suns team is injury report. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. Fuck this game.
I don't think this Suns team is as good as we always thought. And when you're missing the engine, which is Devin Booker, that puts up 38 points a game, and you look around on that team, I know there's superstar subtraction, but they don't have other scorers. Everyone wanted to pencil in Mikal Bridges to do their scoring the other night. The dude made 4 of 24 shots. Are we going to bank on him making the shots tonight? CP3 ain't scoring you 30. If Ayton misses here too, now you're running just a G League lineup with CP3. I got to take the Clippers here. They played well. Paul George will be on the floor tonight. It's -1.5. Give me the Clippers. I think they win this game pretty easily.
I think Booker might play this game.
If he plays, maybe I stay away from this game. If he's out, though, I got to take the Clippers. You also get the little built-in motivation from the last couple of years where Suns beat them up in the playoffs. Now they look across the floor. They're the crippled team. They're beating up on them tonight.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, if I had to pick, like, I guess I'll just go with you and just hope that Booker's out. But then again, I could see him being rolled in and him just absolutely melting the slate.
Yeah, if he gets rolled in, probably stay away from this game. But if he's not, I'm all over.
I had the showdown playbook for this game tonight, and it's like I'm not gonna get the news till late. I loathe this game tonight, bro.
He's like, I don't like this one.
Like, I mean, it's just I don't know. Besides Kawhi, I have no idea where the Suns news is gonna go. No idea.
The Suns news can go anywhere, especially with those Q tags, because it's like Ayton left the game at halftime last game, didn't come back. Payne did the same thing, but Payne's already rolled out. So it's like, how are we going to do that? And then Booker being out last game, now questionable. I don't know when that questionable was upgraded, if it was a midday, if it was just overnight. So that's something else we got to keep an eye on. But I mean, man, one other question for you, Kurt. With what we know on this slate, if you had to pencil in the highest scoring fantasy player, who is it?
Wait, besides Giannis?
It could be whoever you want. Giannis, Ja, Zion.
Let's take away. Let's take away Giannis. Let's like just. I mean, because I feel like even his bad game, like he could end up getting like.
Yeah, he could still get 60 like 40.
Like 60 in a bad game. So it's like, give me. Let me go to all games. Hold on 1 second. Give me Zion, because I feel like I want to take Ja, but damn, I don't know. He might struggle tonight.
So, he keeps driving with Lopez. He might not get to that rim.
Yeah, go Zion. I think he could just go off tonight. If besides Giannis, highest scorer, Zion.
Love that.
He's had some high scoring for me too. He's been good to me this year.
That's all.
What about you? What would you pick?
But
Jimmy could do it too.
Jimmy could do it. I'm personally going to take Paul George. I think he just walks onto this floor tonight.
I like it.
And I just think he lights them up. And I think he's one of those guys, if you had him plugged in late in your lineup, he just kind of takes you from here and pulls you all the way to the front.
Yeah. So one thing I will be doing, though, is I'll definitely be watching some of these Suns guys. Just breaks right, just so I can troll the people. Because everyone's like, I'm not doing the Suns bullshit again because they just got absolutely ruined by it the other night with the injuries and stuff. So I think I need to kind of roster some of these and get like the winning lineup with a couple of Suns and some stuff just to troll people.
I like that call.
So I will be doing that because I like to be a troll. I swear, when I go in troll mode, man, shit works. The shit works. I mean, plus it's still a good game. Like, it's still Clippers Suns. It's just no one wants to fuck with it because of the news.
Yep. But that's all 4 games. I didn't ask for likes all through the video. I'm going to ask for them now. You guys got to hit the like for us. If we get a bunch of likes, we get above like about 100. Maybe we'll be able to get spread out of jail. Maybe we'll be able to talk Big T or Hoop into bailing them out. Hopefully these winners we cash tonight, when we give out our best bets, help them out too. We're going to call him on the phone afterwards and see how he's doing. But as for that, Kurt, what's your best bet for tonight?
Best bet. See, I didn't have any problem. Oh, you know what it is. Give me Ja over 3s.
Give over 1.5 threes at that plus 104. I like that call. As for me,
what was the other one?
I like the Jalen Green PRA, the over 30.5. That was the other prop. But I'm going to take the total in that game. 218 in the Houston game, where Miami's been putting up a ton of points this year too. I'm not worried about those guys being on the injury report. If Bam misses, I think that's even better for us because that's just a defensive guy that can slow Houston. 218, they're going over that. Give me the over.
I like that. I'm with it. There was another one I wanted to parlay. Who was it? Someone the double-double and win.
Double-double and win. Was it Zion?
Yeah, give me that. I'm gonna parlay those two. Ja over 3s and then Zion double-double and win.
Love that. And that you should be getting that at about 8-1. So cool. That wraps up the NBA rundown. We're gonna go give Spread a call, make sure he's all right. Big T and those guys will be on to talk down the showdown at 3:00. Kurt, what do you got going on today? I know you said you have the showdown tonight for NBA. You got anything else going on?
Showdown playbook, and then probably just the college basketball course and the NFL course. I'm about to probably dig it as soon as I finish the EuroLeague stuff. I'm gonna dig into the NFL slate, do my little blurb at the bottom where I really just talk about eating ass the whole time.
I was a little worried when I told you it was me and you. We got to bring the winners, and you asked to do the show naked. I was like, I really don't want to spring.
I was actually going to troll and come on here butt naked, but it is too cold up here. My parents, when I'm not in town, my parents like just turn off the heat. So every like 3 months when I'm back in town,
They just get you in a freezing house.
It's like 55 degrees in here. I'm freezing my dick off. My dick's literally the size of like a peanut.
Well, at least it's not just you. Spread's in that jail cell, freezing his dick off. Let's go give him a call. Let's find these winners. Let's run pure tonight, fellas.